We're back again, and we have another exciting guest that you're going to really enjoy, and her name is Kayla Moon. What a pretty name. Hi, Kayla.
You. Hello.
So glad to have you here.
Thank you. Yes, it's good to be here. It really is. Yeah. We're here today to promote a community-based magazine created by people in the community for the community. One of our goals is to, rather than working our artists till they're out of fuel, and just being on a volunteer base, we really want to be able to begin paying our artists, and that's really important to us to, provide a resource and a platform that creates a sense of economy for our artists. That's very, very important to give back. So, we are looking for sponsors. If you're interested, it's $20 to get an ad in there. $20 a month, which is a really great price.
Yes.
Because, we're getting it out there to the public. We release it every first Thursday of the month. In celebration of Art Hop, and we have many different artists, poets, and, a little bit of my history. I'm a journalist, and so I do a lot of stuff in politics. I write for the Community Alliance. I'm with a multimedia brand, two of them actually, The Conscious Resistance and We Are Change, who have done incredible, amazing work. Those are online multimedia platforms, and then we also have radio features about every month or so, with different platforms. And so it came to me that this magazine was, the final step in creating a holistic platform for a different type of narrative to come through.
Definitely.
Yeah, and what's really important to us with the magazine, I have a VP and our ideologies go really well together, but we want to highlight marginalized voices. Specifically the African American community, specifically LGBTQ issues, specifically women's issues, the Latino movement, different, what's going on in Palestine, these really important issues that are global and local and national. And so we like to highlight this through poetry, through art, through, adding beauty to these rough times that we're going through.
We sure need that.
Absolutely. And so, it's really neat. We are on our second volume, so this was volume 1. And it was really just a dream that I put together. There's a lot of different art, and one of the first features, we highlighted the death of John Lang. He was an activist here in Fresno, California, and we highlighted his death because we thought it was very important, and we believed that the mainstream media didn't do its part in highlighting the dynamics that went on with this activist's passing. And from that we compared a timeline of the police force and kind of the corruption throughout these different years, and how we've seen Fresno PD become more and more militarized and more about, targeting the marginalized people of our community. And so from that, we also created an article that went pretty viral and has reached, in a rough estimate, around 20,000 people. So, it's really important to us to get these stories out there, and highlight things that are going on in the community that may not be talked about. So it's very, very important to us. Volume 2, it was really incredible because I opened it up. The first one, it was just my work, just my art. And the second one, I opened it up to the community. I thought it was very important to start getting a spectrum of voices. And so, it was amazing. When I opened it up, it was overwhelming, because art just kept coming in and coming in and coming in. And I had to actually close submissions because we were so full. And so we have 2 featured artists out of state. We have one from Kansas City, And then we have another in Texas. And it was just like incredible that these people from out of state like knew about the magazine, were interested.
Oh my gosh.
And then we have 10 local artists. And so it was all, it was very beautiful how it came together, and we're really, really excited of how it's growing. We have an editor. We have, who's actually in the studio with us today. What's up? We also have, we have a magazine shrink. So every month you can ask our shrink questions, and he'll respond monthly. So that's a pretty neat feature.
It sure is.
Yeah, and then we also support and highlight events. So, one of your past guests was mentioning the Women's Festival.
Yeah.
And so we actually do highlight that event because we think it is so, so important, and just really getting the information out there about what's going on in our community. And doing it in an artistic and beautiful way. So
it is beautiful. It really is. And you're intending as you go along to maybe make it a little different.
Yes. We're hoping by Volume 4 to have it in color.
Ooh.
And we're hoping, right now we have about 12 pages. We're hoping to expand that to about 20 or 26 pages. So,
fantastic.
We do have some really great long-term goals that we're looking forward to. And, like I said, it's these social justice issues. We want to reach out to the marginalized voices and say, this is a home for you. This is a platform where you can speak out on these issues that are affecting your community. And, if we don't have artists highlighting it, we'll highlight documentaries. We do, film reviews, as well as different reviews on maybe books or different things like that. So it's really neat. It's really neat.
Fantastic, because right now, with all the things that are going on, a lot of people who were never interested in what was happening are beginning to open their eyes, and they should have a place where they go to and where they can understand it.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think it's really important to expand the narrative. And someone said to me, because we release them every month at Art Hop, and one of my friends, he came up to me and he said, hey, I saw another zine. There's another magazine here. You got competition, And I was like, I don't see it as competition, because I think it's really important to be open to collaboratives, to be open to different stories, different ways of telling stories and what's going on. And, it's just like on TV channels. There's all these different networks, and they're all very corporate. And I see it when local people come out, like we have different networks. We have different niche audiences that we're reaching to, And so I really love that other people are interested in doing things like this, and like I said, we're right now we're looking for sponsors, because it's really important for us to pay our artists, to get our artists paid.
Oh, that would be fantastic. Artists and actors, people like that, they hardly ever get paid.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's important, very important.
Yeah. So we're very excited. Please look for us. You can find us in Broadway Studios. You can find us at Studio It's. You can find us at multiple different venues. We walk around with the magazine on foot. We go to different galleries, and we're also hoping to start collaborating with local businesses and getting their advertisements in there, and really just expanding.
Sure.
It's exciting.
Well, now, if somebody watches the show and says, oh, I'd like to be a sponsor of it, how would they get to you to be a sponsor?
So we're with Future of Minds Productions, so you can reach us at futureofminds@gmail.com. And you can reach us on our website at futureofminds.com. And we're also hoping to get the magazine up online as well. So if you don't have access to it here, there is access on online platforms.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah,
definitely. I am so glad that you came in and shared this.
Yes,
Kayla,
thank you.
Thank you so much for coming in. We really enjoyed it.
Oh, thank you so much. Yes.
We'll be right back.